Today we're going to look at how speakers of American English use though at the end of a sentence. Before we do that, I want to remind you that though, although, and even though are adverbs of concession, and they're used most commonly to express an idea that's surprising or unexpected in response to a previous statement. So, for example, someone might say, I love to eat sushi. Even though it's my favorite food, I'm not in the mood for it tonight and want to go to an Italian restaurant instead. And so here we see even though being used as an adverb of concession, showing something that seems a little unexpected. So in this example, the unexpected response to the initial statement of I love sushi, the listener might expect to hear something like, let's go out for sushi, or something like that. But unexpectedly, the speaker says, even though it's my favorite food, I want Italian food tonight. When we use though at the end of a sentence, we often use it to show a direct contrast to the previous statement, much like we use the adverb however. It does seem a little unusual, but many times American English speakers will use but and though in the same clause. And so you'll hear, but I want to go out for Italian tonight, though. Okay. So let's look at a few examples with though at the end of the sentence. In this example, we see the Chicago Cubs had a horrible season this year. They're still my favorite baseball team, though. LeBron James is getting pretty old. He's still one of the best players in the NBA, though. I told my kids having a dog is going to be a lot of work, and it was going to be their responsibility if we got one. They still wanted to get one, though. Max's wife is grumpy and hard to live with. He still loves her, though. Going to school can be expensive and stressful. It's worth it, though. Buying a house is not as easy as it once was. It is still a good investment, though. Notice in many of these examples, the word still is used to add emphasis to the counterpoint that was made in the first statement. Here are a couple of examples with situations. In this situation, a young child wants ice cream at a birthday party, but his parents arrive early and tell him they have to leave. The child exclaims in exasperation, I didn't get any ice cream, though. In another situation, a new employee is late for work on her first day. She gets to work and profusely apologizes to her new boss and explains, I'm so embarrassed. I set my alarm. It didn't go off, though. I promise this won't happen again. In all of these sentences, though comes at the end. It's very similar in meaning and the nuance to using but as a coordinating conjunction. But you'll hear many Americans use though at the end of their sentences.